Hello. Give me a second to post this. I have a lot to cover this morning. This might really constitute as doing 10 impossible things before breakfast. Give me 1 second. All right, good morning. We're having still some pretty intense energies continuing in this storm. Things should really be starting to lighten up though after the moon activity. We're getting hit still with several types of other energy, but things will really lighten up starting tomorrow. So this weekend should be really light. People should be able to sleep better and get a lot more rest. We have a lot going on with the earth right now. Maybe that's why some people are feeling it. I'm becoming more and more energy sensitive, so I'm able to feel the collective energy a lot more, Gaia's energy, etc. So we have a lot going on right now. I'm going to do news and then some cards. And then I want to talk about why we're still seeing this old paradigm and how we can unplug from the matrix. In Tibet, we had a massive building collapse due to torrential rain in Tibet. We had major flooding in the area and also in China. We're having major landslides in China too. Japan has also just had major damage from floods. So we're really seeing a lot of stuff happening on the other side of the globe right now. In Alaska, Bog Slough, the volcano has erupted several times since last year. Well, it spewed an ash cloud 36,000 feet in the air. It remains at a heightened state of unrest and in an unpredictable condition. An explosion could happen anytime, they're saying. So we're seeing a lot of volcanic activity, earthquakes, things of that nature. There are forces coming into our solar system that are really catapulting these earth changes. And then this is my big news for the day, because this affects everyone globally, and I'm noticing that I haven't seen any coverage of this yet. It's also something that I was shown really deeply in my dreams last night, so I'm not seeing any news coverage of it. I just saw an article. It was like 25 reasons people should be, worried about the Earth, and this definitely wasn't even on it. So we have a chunk of ice nearly as big as Shanghai, and it may break off in Antarctica any minute. I believe it already has last night. After I typed this up, I believe it already really did break off. I'm not sure though. I wasn't able to check. The European Space Agency is using a satellite to monitor the ice formation. A 200-kilometer crack in a sheet of ice has deepened and is ready to give away entirely, launching one of the biggest icebergs in record in the ocean. Researchers say it's the result of changing climate that is altering the polar environments. Instead of glaciers, they now have beaches. There has been a glacial retreat. The environment at the North and South Poles is changing rapidly and impacting the global climate. The world's polar ice caps are shrinking little by little. The Arctic is heating up twice as fast as the rest of the planet. With Greenland's glaciers receding really quickly, this process is speeding up. Melting snow exposes ice underneath, which then absorbs the sun rays and leads to more thawing. At the opposite end of the Earth, 90% of the ice shelves on the Antarctica Peninsula are starting to disintegrate. Ice melt is also being observed in mountain ranges like the Himalayas, Kilimanjaro, the Alps, and the Pyrenees. In the Andes, the glaciers are retreating and disappearing altogether. Ocean levels are rising due to the combination of melting ice and warmer sea temperatures, as warm water has a greater volume than cold water. At the current rate, scientists predict by the year 2100, sea levels will rise between 26 centimeters and 1 meter. What that looks like, basically half the planet would be underwater. Bangladesh, Vietnam, the Netherlands, and east coast of the United States are all under threat. Within 30 years, Washington, D.C. could see 300 flooding events a year due to rising sea levels. This really will impact the entire world. I don't think people realize what's going on because they just say climate change, which is actually made up. It's more like we're getting ready and gearing up to see a pole shift. That's what happens. The Earth's magnetics are literally reversing, and now we're seeing the climate change so much. I live in Pennsylvania, and we're lucky if we get snow at all now. Or maybe we'll get a ton of it, right? The weather's just kind of erratic. We just saw, it turned into a tropical storm, but it started out as a hurricane that was hitting the San Diego area. That's very abnormal. We're seeing twisters in Massachusetts, unnatural weather events. I know there is a lot going on with HARP, but a lot of this is really we're gearing up for a pole shift. We have a cluster of around 100 quakes on and around Puerto Rico. This has the United States government worried as they believe the area is due for a major event. The area, as in all of these plates, are connected, so they're really talking about the west coast of the United States. Heat wave records continue to hit the southwest of the U.S. A 131-year record in Los Angeles was just beat there. At least 26 people were killed and injured by lightning strikes in India. Lightning strikes are on the rise due to climate change. And we really just have record-breaking heat waves all over the world. But in the southwest of the United States, it's turning it into Dante's Inferno. Massive fires in California and Arizona are blazing out of control. We also have a lot of fires going on in Canada. And basically what's going on is the third dimension will have to be destroyed by earth, wind, and fire. We are collapsing old timelines and old probabilities to create new ones. And the only reason that we're still seeing all this stuff that people don't like is because people keep talking about it and focusing on it, and it's strengthening the very things that they say they don't like. So we see a lot of truthers spreading stuff like, about, I don't know, just stuff going on, or flat earth, or whatever it is. And it's really just strengthening this old paradigm that everyone says they are sick of and they don't like. It's really just kind of strengthening it. So we have to stop focusing on the things we don't want and that we don't like in order for us to stop giving it attention. Because when we give it attention, we grow whatever we're focusing on. So we have to understand how the universe works and kind of change our thinking patterns and work on creating the new. We don't want to focus on the things in our life that we don't like or the things with our government that we don't like. We want to take our energy and put it into manifesting and creating our dream lives, and then it will change the collective on a big level. So people are strengthening the very things that they don't like by giving it attention, talking about it. We have to understand that our minds are like supercomputers. So if we're talking about these topics, it's influencing our thoughts and influencing consciousness. And it's my goal to help take back consciousness in a big way. So I want to be really positive with the things I'm thinking about. I want to be positive with the things I'm putting my energy into and my focus into. I'm about to do cards. But really quick, the link to our website is above. We teach Reiki classes. Most notably, we do chakra openings where we make sure all your chakras are open and aligned and remove any energetic blocks in your light body. And we do a really detailed scan of your entire auric field, light body, and body, and then give you a really detailed report. That's our best service that I like to recommend for everyone because it kind of covers a broad range. But we offer a lot of stuff. Check out our website. We have lots of accurate information going from like reincarnation to twin flames to love to healing to holistic stuff to astrology. You name it. We're kind of diverse with our information and what we've learned here. It's going to be a really high vibe day. I know a lot of people are tired still. This moon energy really affected people on a deep level. Remember, we're still being upgraded right now. So drink a lot of liquids. We're all being upgraded. So it's leaving a lot of people going through a lot, maybe sick, losing people, whatever it is. So be kind and patient to everyone right now because everyone is really kind of going through it from the energy. So just try to stay a little extra nice to people today. Michelle Cooper, good morning. I know I've been kind of erratic going live this week. I'll be back live Monday through Thursday next week. I had a really crazy, or Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday next week because I have a scheduled like interview thing I'm doing Wednesday. So I'll be live 3 days next week. I was only live 2 days this week because I've had a lot going on because of the moon energy. We've been doing much healing work right now and taking advantage of this energy and using it to manifest the things that we want to see. And that's always healing customers and stuff. So we've been working a lot. It's my weekend today, so I'm really excited to recharge at the end of the day today. Work on your root chakra. Let go of fear. That's the thing. Some people will see my broadcast and see love like I'm intending, and some people will see fear. It really depends on people's perspective. But we have to let go of fear completely. I don't care if you live in Japan that's supposed to go underwater. Let go of fear. You're divinely protected. You didn't come all this way and struggle this hard and this far to go out like that. This is actually a new beginning, and I'm actually excited. So don't be like looking at it like, oh my God, end times, the world is going to be destroyed. No, it's being transformed, and anything of not not high enough vibrational alignment with the new earth is just being destroyed. People are not losing their lives in these events. I watch everything going on in the world all the time because I like to stay informed and know what's going on so I can tell what's about to come. So in watching all of these kind of events, I mean, they have catastrophic things going on all over the world. People are not losing their lives. People might be losing their homes and all of their stuff, but they are not losing their lives. People are not dying from these catastrophic natural events. And if they are, it's in very, very small numbers. So let go of fear. You're divinely protected. You are me, a different incarnation, and we're just getting started. This is a new beginning where we can let go of fear and we can stop manifesting our fears and having them play out. And we can actually take control of our minds and create our dreams, literally. So stop feeding your fears and start feeding your dreams. Start consciously manifesting. Work on your root chakra. Anyone who gets a chakra card could benefit really greatly from a chakra opening too. Stephanie Mays, it's a beautiful day. I like to wake up with the intent of having every day be great now. I don't know, I had a lot of depression and anxiety a lot of my life, but that's just because I was off of my path. And our third eye naturally does that to tell you, you know, you need to do something different. You need to change. You're not happy. Your soul is not happy. You're not thriving. It's kind of something we should pay attention to, not be masking with meditations and stuff like that. So you're doing a really good job. It's going to be an amazing day today, amazing energy. It's starting out a little kind of lagging and people are tired, but it's really going to pick up vibe today. So you guys are doing a really good job. Just the fact that you're tuning into my video tells me that you're working amazingly on your energy. And I like to do these broadcasts to send you guys some good energy. Good morning, Sherry Louise. I know I have amazing energy on here. I knew that last night already, that I will have amazing energy today. I'm glad everyone could tune in. Good morning, good afternoon where you are. She's in our future, so let me know if there's any catastrophic events I should know about tomorrow for me. What is cutting you off from the flow? I can always tell. When I'm in the flow, I get synchronicities, magic everywhere. My day will be a little higher vibe. Maybe I have my off days too where I'm not as inserted in the flow and then I don't see as much magic. Look for the magic. Get excited when you guys see synchronicities like 1111, 222, 333, 444. I go into the matrix and I see every license plate has a number code pretty much. So if you start to get really excited about the magic you're seeing, like gifts from the other realm, whatever it is, Spirit really guides us and communicates with us through everything. It could be music, whatever it is. Get excited when you get these synchronicities, when you see this magic, and the universe will send you so much more of it. So just work on staying high vibe. The best way to get in the flow is you can do something nice for someone, which we're all usually doing anyway as light workers. We know that if we share our gifts, it makes them more powerful for us. Rachel Mace, good morning. You're working on your third eye. I always say avocado and coconut are really good foods for your third eye. That's why they have a coconut oil smear going on now saying it's bad for you, it will kill you, whatever they say, which is completely untruth. But they want to keep everyone's third eyes calcified, right? They don't want anything good floating around, right? So just work on your third eye. The best thing that you can do for your third eye is do like a chlorella detox. I always tell everyone this. I think everyone should do it a couple times a year because I don't like dwelling on this, but on a giant level, we're basically being poisoned with all different kinds of chemicals, from fluoride to our water, aluminum in our food, in our air, whatever. Not a big deal. We've all grew up around this our whole lives. We should be pretty immune to it by now. But it really, metals go into your body and they attach to your third eye. And so you cannot just like naturally detox them. You have to take some sort of detox. Chlorella works really good. I tell everyone to take like 1,000 milligrams of chlorella a day for like 2 weeks as a detox. You can eat spirulina probably every day, and cilantro, but you have to have it raw, not cooked. You can just like sprinkle it on your food. These kind of things are really good for your third eye. Really just work on opening that chakra and intensifying it. The good thing is that the people around me, most of them either have their third eyes open or have a really good start on opening all their chakras and third eyes. That's where people are really at, that I'm drawing to me. So just keep on working at this chakra. You could benefit from a chakra opening too. Trisha Louise, good morning. Oh, I'm no longer on the Facebook security list, but I feel like I shouldn't have had to take myself off the list to make people feel more comfortable. I just wanted to update everyone with that. But my profile is still yet unblockable. I'm really thrilled about that. I want to tell Jen that too, that you can remove yourself from the list and still be unblockable. So I just wanted to give a shout out to my real friends. Trisha, amazing to talk to you. Look, love begins. Maybe in a week, maybe in 3 weeks. This baby's about to be born. I'm so excited about meeting her and seeing pictures of her and having her come into this world, because I have like a dissonance between the baby being not born yet and you. So I can't really picture her yet. I'm very excited for this. It's just going to change everything. I know it can be kind of miserable when you're getting down to the last minutes of giving birth. And it's just going to be life-changing for you and amazing. And you're going to have everything that you ever wanted with your little boy and your little girl. It's going to be amazing. Massive, yes. We saw the map of the polar ice caps melting and the expected where it would flood. And it pretty much looked like half the globe was underwater. In a very short amount of time. Basically, as these ice caps melt, they're going into the ocean, and it's going to rise water levels. Now, I've also seen a map of the future of the United States, and it basically was like the center of the United States. And this was a leaked government map that I saw that actually was from an actual military kind of program. So I'm not really sure the effects or how long that would take. But it's not from anything that we're doing. I know people want to say, I know it's not good, like pollution where it's at, but it's nothing people are doing. It's just everything that happens at the end of a cycle. It's kind of a natural event. Angela Dawn, heartache and loss. Work on your heart chakra, literally, and healing it. Literally, let go of grief. The problem is that we have to go through some kind of pain, whether it was in your past life or this life, where we actually physically lose someone, because we had to play these roles. We had to come here and believe that we were separate, and it was just kind of part of the journey. Now is time where we all come together as one and heal each other and heal together. So really work on letting go of any past pain. I'm helping take some of that off you right now, and heartache and loss and grief. Kim's the words. Yeah, the weather's all over the place globally. It's kind of, it looks apocalyptic here. It looks apocalyptic here, but I have good news. The weather, hopefully, by like Friday or Saturday, the weather's going to shift and be beautiful again. So look at it like the earth is purging and purifying, as we are too. I can tell we are because my face is kind of broken out. So we're really being upgraded. We're purging again, purifying, and that's what the earth's doing. I guess these are all lower vibration places that need to be purged out. So it's not really affecting us and our homes and where we live, thankfully. So I know there's a lot going on, but it shouldn't be affecting you personally. I know it's hot. The heat might be affecting you. It's going to get really hot this summer everywhere. It's more like, how do they say it? Humid and hot. A lot of places. This is the best card in the deck, Kim. It is a card of abundance. That's where I'm at. Everyone should be using this energy for the rest of today to tomorrow while we're in this storm for manifesting. We can pretty much be instant manifesting right now. This is a card of abundance. This is really for everyone. I am retuning myself to love and abundance. Those are our original frequencies. I know that they would like you to believe that you're supposed to be limited and broke and sick, but that's not reality. We actually were born sovereign and with a birthright of abundance. So literally, this is a card of abundance. Focus on just putting out for love and abundance and the things that you want right now. Do not focus on what you don't want or the problems going on or things that are stressing you out. Try to think about the things that you want to draw into your life, because the law of attraction is very real here. So we literally attract whatever we're thinking about. So become more positive with your thoughts. And then I wanted to say really quick too, a lot of people are conscious parenting around me. A lot of you guys are awake and parenting. I see the hearts, and that's where that's how this world really is going to be saved, because these kids aren't going to have to unlearn everything and relearn it, as long as you guys are starting to teach them now. I have one of my Reiki students who teaches her students her kids, that to be more nice with your thoughts. Be positive with your thoughts. If you want good things to happen, you have to be positive with your thoughts and your words. And that's the best thing that you can be doing right now, was conscious parenting and teaching your kids these things right now. Kids can automatically instant manifest. They haven't been blocked up and indoctrinated, and they don't believe it's not possible. The good thing with kids is they believe everything is possible. So unless you're limiting them and telling them that it isn't, their whole reality is a lot more open than ours is at this point. So focus on love and abundance. Jean Piero. Well, prayers all around the world. I work on healing the earth daily, but as for the events happening, I wouldn't waste your energy because it's part of a divine plan. We all are part of a divine plan, so I know it seems like it must be chaotic here. It's not at all. There is order in this chaos, and we're part of a divine plan. So we're going to learn how to step away from what's happening and just really focus on ourselves and what's going on and helping the people that we can help, which I'm more into, like helping the members of my soul group. Because I believe that's really all that's real here. Me and my soul group is pretty much all that's real here to me. Everything else really is the illusion, the hologram. And I know we see a lot of stuff, but a lot of it really isn't real. Keep that in mind. Jean, your intuition is sharp. Amazing. You're doing really good. Your third eye looks good. Continue to strengthen it. All of your chakras will just keep expanding, and as will your energy field. Literally. So if you're living in fear or hate, you're going to have a really contracted energy field. And that's where a lot of people are at. I go into the matrix and I read energy without even trying to. I'm just kind of like a sponge. And literally a lot of people, their energy is like weak or depleted or just really contracted. If you're living in love, it's a different kind of energy. It's going to expand your entire energy body. So it just really is amazing. Keep expanding your third eye. Keep working on it. Rachel Murray, good morning. I am reading cards. Passionate, I do like half news cards. It's kind of a weird mix. But hey, it's just weird. It's strange, I know. I like to help keep people aware of what's going on because you know that mainstream news is not covering this stuff. Literally, and there's a lot of really fake news circulating. I see it all over the place on Facebook. I'm always on here. So there's a lot of inaccurate stuff, a lot of accurate stuff not being reported, whatever. You might want to stay aware if you live in these areas just so you know what's going on or whatever. I feel like people have a right to know. You know, at least you want to know what's going on. If you live in one of these areas, you might want to know if you're gearing up for an earthquake or natural disaster or whatever. So, Rachel, you are igniting a passion. Your heart chakra is open, kind of like mine. And when your heart chakra is open, you kind of emulate love. And it draws people to you. Be aware of that. Be also aware that we draw moths to our flames sometimes. So just be aware of both. But you're doing so good. You're living in divine love and you're just radiating such love. And it's going to make you magnetic where people will walk up to you on the street and ask you directions or just start talking to you or telling you their life problems or whatever it is. It's really amazing. Keep expanding. Well, I can't say your name good. Ladulo Layton. Yes. We all go through some type of loss, like I said before. Some people worse than others. We really don't have the big picture of what's going on here. So that creates a lot of the pain that we feel because we don't have any information about what's really going on. And we just have how our ego perceives things, literally. And we have this ego that we were living on, like ego personality we were living on for a while. And it would just string together, you know, what it sees, facts around it, to try to make sense of the situation, oftentimes leading us to more pain. Be aware that everyone chooses the circumstances of their lives before coming here, even their deaths. So you and your son chose that for your own spiritual evolution. I know it's hard to wrap your head around that right now. Because I've had, I don't want to get into it, but I had some kind of traumatic stuff like that happen when I was a kid that tore my world apart. And it took me a while to understand the big picture. We also choose our parents, and we came here to pay off karma from our parents because you were your parents in a past life. You have to understand that you've done every life in this matrix. So things are just so complex. You feel pain because you don't understand that he chose that and you chose that. And that he's not really gone, that the other realm is also right here and just as accessible. So the people that you love are always around you. They send you gifts from the other realm, like butterflies, moths, all sorts of things. The problem is that when we're in that grief, we can't tune in to feel or tell these things because it brings down our vibration. It gives us a low vibration. And if you want to be able to tune in good to the other realm, you need a real high vibration, like abnormally high. So it makes it more and more difficult. try to process that pain. You should check out our chakra opening too, because this really blocks your heart chakra. And the problem with that is when you have a blocked heart chakra, you're going to block yourself of empathy and compassion for others too. It'll just make you kind of more service to self. So you have to work on your heart chakra. You have so much coming for you though, like if you can beat all this and heal. I had a lot of grief and a lot of loss, and so did my twin flame. And now look at us here, right? This is what we're doing. We're doing the American dream, which is getting ready to have a family. And this is the twin flame rainbow too. So if you're not in a spiritual union already, you're about to be. So you really need to do a lot of healing. We have to break our heart chakras completely to open ourselves to unconditional love. So your son gave you the best gift that anyone could give you. That was a very evolved member of your soul family. These types of people that come to teach us these really hard lessons are very evolved souls, trust me. So don't feel sad. This is your soul family, and you'll see them again. You always incarnate with the same people every life too, and we're always around the same people all the time. Drink a lot of water too, because I affect you energetically just being around you, and I took a lot of that off of your chest. So literally drink a lot of water today. Michelle Marie, lots of stuff in the eastern countries. That's kind of funny because Edgar Casey predicted Japan is going to go underwater, and I swear by his stuff because he was accessing the Akash records, and it's only a matter of when. I thought maybe their volcano would go off, but hey, it makes sense to me. Financial and material changes, like completely underwater. Financial and material changes. This is where I'm at too. I'm trying to create some really positive ripple effects that come back for me. Keep planting seeds of love and compassion, and you'll get love and compassion back. Keep planting seeds for your work too. I know sometimes we don't harvest as much, but keep planting these seeds everywhere. We came to seed this planet with love and compassion. That's our real job. So focus on your work. Focus on planting some seeds and just stay really high vibe, and you can manifest anything you want right now. I manifested a really large, expensive item the other day, like instantly from nothing. So literally it tells me that we can be instant manifesting right now, and the energy is so ideal for that, at least until Friday, or like tomorrow. It depends where you're living, but basically till like tomorrow, no matter where you live. Kendra Anastasia, yes. How do I feel about Yellowstone? Well, I feel something big is going to happen in the United States. Only because Earth is a living spiritual entity. And by the way, it has to open its chakras, like how we're all working on opening our chakras right now. So is the Earth. And we've already had several of the chakras open on the other side of the world. And we're waiting for the root chakra to open, which is right by California. And we have the San Andreas fault line there, and then also we have volcanoes going off in Alaska and Guatemala and Mexico. So they're all kind of connected. People don't realize how connected the plates are of the planet and how all this stuff's really connected. So I feel like something big is going to happen maybe next full moon. I'm always waiting during a moon storm, like how we just are coming out of this lunar storm. Nothing too bad happened. It was kind of calm weather-wise on this side of the world. On the other side of the world, they're getting creamed. I feel like next moonstorm and 1 month from now that the weather will be really crazy on our side of the world. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I believe that if something like that happened, it would be a lot smaller than people are expecting though. And it wouldn't affect as many people as they're trying to say. But something big is going to happen. Your family's fine. And you'll be okay no matter what happens. So let go of any fear that you have about it. I mean, seriously, they've been saying this stuff's going to happen for so many decades, for so long. So I'm sure it will. Who knows when. But don't stress. You're right where you should be all the time. No one is out of place. Everyone is right where they should be. So just focus on your relationships right now with your family. It could be your employer, your non-romantic relationships. Work on getting along better with your friends, and on making stronger connections with people. That's what I'm doing too with my soul group. I'm trying to find more time to connect with everyone and vibe with everyone, which is really hard because I stay so busy, but I'm trying to slow down and have more time for connections. I can't say your name good. Idiko Naji. I can't say it good. Light. You're an amazing light worker. I'm drawing the awakened light workers to me. I know a lot of people, it's their mission to wake people up. I'm not even sure if we can wake people up. God might have to do that. So I spend my time with the already awakened, but you're enough light to light up this entire planet just by yourself. We only have one consciousness, so I don't think people realize that one person is all it's going to take. So shine brighter. Don't let anyone put your light out, and stay as bright as you can. Yeah, and then I forgot to say that we really need to transcend this. Instead of focusing on what you don't like in the matrix, work on creating the new right here. Work on creating a new earth right here, a new world for yourself right here. That's how it's done. And then all of this crumbles away. It's not how people think. So really just work on unplugging and creating your own world. Unplug from your television. Unplug from your news sources. You know they're bullshit. Don't go get any vaccines. Try to avoid the healthcare system. With your children, education systems, just try to be careful and avoid what you can. I know that it's a long list and we can't avoid everything, but we can try to limit our chemical exposure, what we're exposing ourselves and our kids to, things like that. Anyone who has kids, I tell parents to go check out the Spirit Science channel on YouTube. It's amazing, and it will help wake up your kids now. Why wait till they're adults? Angela Dawn, solitude. This is where I'm at too. When conditions are ideal for manifesting, I try to remove myself a little bit and spend more time alone, because I need to be conscious of what I'm manifesting. So if I'm too involved with everyone else, it can distract me from what I'm trying to create. So I try to use the energy to my benefit. So I'll be I'll be here for healing work, and then I'm going to unplug with my flame for the weekend and recharge. And we have a pretty regular schedule. Most people know I'm usually here for stuff still on the weekend, but we have a pretty regular schedule. I like to get a lot of sleep. I like to meditate daily, and I'm pretty much in a set routine. Make a routine for yourself. Start taking melatonin. Start taking vitamin B, multivitamins. Start taking better care of yourself. Getting more sleep. Resting, taking better care of yourself. We're always trying to take care of everyone else. We have to take care of ourselves first, because sometimes it's wasted energy on other people. It will never be wasted energy on yourself, ever. More salt baths, more meditating, more getting out into nature, more doing things that you love and that light your soul up. Brandy Pajazak, I can never say your last name. Let me try. Pajazask. I can barely read English, probably, so it's cool. Solar plexus. You are working on, like I just said, taking more salt baths, clearly, getting out into nature. The thing is that we're all very empathic. All people were meant to be empathic and psychic. We just kind of had it drilled out of us and replaced with not so great qualities. But now we're all going back to being empathic and psychic. So you're like a sponge, taking on a lot of energies. This tells me a lot too, because you're going through cancer. And a lot of times we're taking on these lower energies like a sponge, and we weren't that spiritually adept, so we didn't know that we had to detox any negative energy out of our body. So when this energy gets stuck in your body, it can create sickness, illness, deplete your energy. I see it happen so much. I know another girl in the spiritual community that just had surgery and had her gallbladder removed, but it's the same thing. She's taking on energies. So anytime you're around people, you're taking on stuff from their energy field without realizing it. So the best advice I can give you is you should be taking a salt bath very often. I didn't have time to take a salt bath every day, so I just replaced my shower with taking a salt bath. And I can tell you it was like a total 360. Like my entire energy field changed, because salt will detox and clean and repair your aura. And nature will too, but you're going to have to spend like a day in nature for the same effects. You can go take a 15-20 minute salt bath and completely heal, regenerate, and repair your aura. So take more salt baths, get outside more. Be aware when you're around people, cut your cords when you're done. We're on Facebook, and I picture it like literally like the planet, like the grid picture, but cords wrapping to everyone. Like, can you imagine if every like, comment, every notification you get, and I know you guys get a lot from me, every notification someone cords to you. Every time you see someone's name on Facebook, there's a cord going from you to them. Can you imagine what a tangled mess Facebook would look like? So I have people telling me now that they get off Facebook and cut their cords, and I started doing that too. I cut my cords all day long though, because I'm doing such crazy work. But cut your cords when you get off of Facebook and you'll feel a lot better. Put yourself in white light in the morning and at night. I do it at night now too. And take more salt baths and you'll be a brand new person. We don't realize that every time we're talking to someone or texting them or seeing them, that a cord goes from us to them energetically. And sometimes we don't want to be drained from afar. So cut your cords a lot. Learn how to shield. Learn how to protect yourself. Learn how to stay grounded. And you can really rebalance your whole body. My body was really out of whack. I had stage 3 cancer when I was 15. I almost died. I went through very toxic, I went through surgery, very toxic chemotherapy. Then I was in a really bad car accident when I was 22 and I broke like 30 bones. I had my stomach soldered shut in a lot of places, and it gave me symptoms basically like an autoimmune disease. So some days I would be okay, some days I would be really sick and nauseous and throwing up. But I've managed, after all of that and after going on a lot of pharmaceuticals, furtherly destroying my body, I've managed to completely heal and repair and regenerate my DNA completely. I now just take vitamins and ginger every day and CBD and I'm great. So you can completely repair and regenerate your body. Our bodies have the amazing ability to heal. Stay more positive with your thoughts. A lot of sickness is thinking negatively too, and it will make our bodies sick because when we're thinking negative about anyone else, our bodies perceive it like we're thinking bad about ourselves. Everyone is you. We have these mirror neurons that kind of connect us all. So just be aware of that and work on your solar plexus. Harriet Petrakis, good morning from Greece. I do these lives at this time of day. Now we're going to start doing, me and Sparks are going to do them Sundays together. We're going to try to do it every Sunday. That's our goal. But I do it at this time of day because I catch everyone from the United States, usually people from Canada, people from the UK, Australia, now Greece. So I try to do it at this time of day so that I catch all the time zones at once. It's kind of ideal for the whole world. That's amazing. Greece looks very beautiful. I've never been there, but I'm a really big fan of Greek food because I'm Israeli and the food's really similar. So I love anything Greek. Fulfillment of wishes. You can manifest anything that you want, literally. Like anything that you want. Your destiny, you're creating. The only things that are holding us here are soul contracts with certain people that we decided we wanted to learn with before we came here. We picked these soul contracts. No one else did though. So learn how to go with the flow and learn how to consciously help manifest what you want and what you can do. Tanya Stekavozga. Harmony. Literally come into harmony with your own body. That's kind of the theme of the day from the cards I'm getting. We need to balance our energy bodies. We need to balance our bodies. We're mind, body, soul complexes. So we have to work on all three. It won't do people any good just to be eating certain foods and taking care of themselves. You have to work on your soul and the spiritual as well as the mental. And the mental is probably the hardest to battle. I've got my body in shape and I'm eating organic food. I'm eating healthy. I'm eating lighter and lighter. I'm eating all the right foods. Trust me on that now. So I got my balance in my body in balance, literally. So then I had to work on my soul. If you heal your soul, you'll heal your body too. So I've got my soul under grasp too, and now I'm trying to tackle the mental right now. I'm trying to completely get a hold of my mind. And I would say it pretty much takes a master to master your mind because it's so complex, it's so hard. We have so many thoughts a day, and to completely silence your mind and quiet your mind takes a little bit of training. So work on controlling what you're thinking about. And what kind of thoughts you're putting out there, since you know they're creating your reality, and whatever we're sending out there we're getting back. So we want to learn how to use that for our benefit. Come into harmony with your mind, your body, and your soul. Be careful about what you're putting into your body. If you're not already in a spiritual union, you're getting ready for one. And in order to do that, we have to be in harmony with ourselves. We have to master self-love before we can ever love anyone else. Otherwise, we'll just get things reflected back that we don't like all the time. And it'll be like the same thing, same situation. I don't know, my neighbor has had girlfriend problems. and then just went and got another girlfriend. And I told Sparks the same thing will just happen. Again and again. It's not the girlfriend, it's the person. Like, you have to change what you're doing and what you're putting out if you don't like the results. Otherwise, you're just going to keep doing the same scenarios over and over. We have so much control over ourselves. So work on coming into harmony with your body, literally your mind and your soul, and get ready for what's coming to you. And the whole purpose of this is love. We came here to experience love of all different kinds. Divine love is the ultimate goal, though. I'm drawing a lot of you guys to me because I'm in a twin flame union, and that's the goal here. We want to complete ourselves as souls and attract our twin flame. So if you guys, if anyone's single or looking for love or not yet in a spiritual union or unhappy in their union, use this energy today and tomorrow to put out the vibe for your twin flame. The biggest mistake people make is they'll be like, every guy cheats on me. I don't want, oh God, every guy I'm with uses me. And then you attract that type of people back to you. So adjust what you're putting out. Put out the vibe for true divine love, for someone loyal, faithful, someone that's everything that you've been waiting for, your twin flame. Just keep putting the vibes out for that. Jennifer. Oquendo. Destiny. Like I just said, you create your reality. Destiny, that's something for you to create. What do you want in life? I tell people to make a list because we have so many thoughts a day. Sometimes we're not clear enough. Make a list. Make a vision board of what you want. Put it out there. Be more clear with the universe. I'm so clear. I am actually manifesting many things at any given point. Let me try to think what I'm trying to manifest. We've been manifesting all week. Right now I'm kind of putting the vibe out there. I always put the vibe out there for love and abundance, but I'm always manifesting Reiki students, chakra openings, energy work, things that we want or things that we need. I just put the vibe out for it and then it comes to me. That's how the universe works. You put the vibe out and it will match you with the vibe back. So really just adjust what you're, how you're manifesting and what you're putting out the vibe for. Only think about what you want right now. Curtis Hatch, of course. This is a new beginning. I hope we have a pole shift sooner than later. I'm okay with it. I know, and a lot of people have known from the beginning of time, that every time there is a pole shift, and there have been many, every cycle there's one, that a small group of people would always survive this pole shift and start over. So this is a new beginning. Everyone should be really excited, not like, oh my God, end times. That's not how it's going to happen. We're going to create something new right here. We're not actually going to see all the destruction and chaos, because some people will. Some people will see the end and destruction, and that's their choice. But we're going to see a new beginning. We're going to see a blank slate with the ability to create anything that we want here. We've seen the old. We've seen the old paradigm where people are being poisoned. You work, miserable hours where you hate your job. You're always sick. You go to the doctor and you'll get poisoned by the same people that are spraying your food with toxic chemicals to cause cancer and everything. They'll go sell you the cure. So we've seen that paradigm. Oh yeah, we have lovely government officials that every time they're just getting more and more corrupt. Now they don't even want to hire like lawyer types. Now they just want to hire actors to be the president. I mean, things are really just progressing in that paradigm. We've all seen that. We know what's up. We know reptiles run the world, and I could go on and on. People are starving. People are not taken care of. People will never have enough. We've seen that. I'm going to leave that over here. I'm kind of in the middle. Now, what's on the right side right now, that's literally a chance to create something new, a blank slate, heaven on earth, but we haven't created it yet. That's what we came here to make. So instead of focusing on all that negativity, leave it over there. Look at today and every day like you have a blank slate to literally create anything that you want. We can create our dream lives. We can create something new right here. We have tons of space. And the old is just going to crumble away. So stop paying attention to it and it will happen quicker, I assure you. Start focusing on what you can do with your day. What can you do with your time today? What can you create? What can you manifest? I see you have trolls, I think. I'm going to get off here. I'm getting off here to ban people for life anyway. So just ignore any negativity. I can't really see what's going on. Let's see. I could feel it before it. Let's see. I know. I take it like a good sign, though, that I'm doing something right when I get to that level. I guess pole shifts aren't that popular today. Bree Krapaski. I'm like someone. Material and spiritual prosperity. Literally, like I keep saying, keep working on your soul and all the aspects will line up for you. Keep working on your soul in purity and you'll open yourself up to higher and higher dimensions. I'm going to let you guys go on that note because I don't do any kind of negative energy. I love taking your energy and exchanging it. But I don't do it for trolls. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to clean up my feed. And I will be back Monday. And I'm going to send you guys all healing energy, love, and light.